The head coach of the Chicago Bulls is
overcome it all and defeat Denver, or that Denver team. That Denver
difficult.
team is a totally different team.
So here is Anthony Edwards with McDaniels, an excellent defender. Nice pass inside for Rudy Gobert. Blows the layup, unfortunately, for Minnesota. And here come the Bulls with Trey Jones at the controls. With Giddey and Vucevic, Smith, and Buzelis. It's Vucevic mid-range. Rebounded by Julius Randle.
How about Modest playing a 3, small forward position?
You got Smith and Vucevic out there playing the 4 and the 5. So Buzelis gets a tough matchup, but an interesting one at the 3. Off the turnover, here is Buzelis. Trying to jam it down, and it's off the back rim and out to the Timberwolves. You talk about smaller players trying to circle the post to be stronger defenders in that area. Well done by Jones, Minnesota native. Here is Anthony Edwards, who led the NBA in three-point make. Here comes Jones on the push for Chicago. Smith banging away against McDaniels, who is a top-notch defender. Edwards on the attack through the break. Nice switch of the hands to the left, and it's 5-0.
Well, he's got all the Minnesota's points.
Giddey shakes, works, spins, shoots. Short. Rebound, Gobert. A few times the defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert. So still a top 10 defense and a top 10 offense in terms of efficiency last year in Minnesota. Gobert couldn't squeeze it. Giddey out of the pack. 3 on 2. Off to Buzelis.
Became a 2-on-1 on the backside.
Finishes off that three-point play. Kunis the other night, the captain of the Lithuanian national team. McDaniels, a nice jumper from the baseline. That's high praise for a veteran like Valanciunas, who's played a lot of international ball too, to say what he said about Buzelis. We'll dive into that later too. Here is Modest. Giddey with the step. And one on McDaniels.
And with the left, it's like he finished with the left.
Yeah, his first
skin to push that ball. He's looking to get to the rim and get to the foul line.
How much do you think that last 20-game stretch affected how Josh Giddey sees himself as an NBA scorer in particular?
Well, I think he went into this 6'8", and the outside shot. I think he's really worked on those elements of his game, and it's shown here in preseason.
Get it.
Edwards off target. First lead. And Conley ends up committing the foul as Buzelis was on the...
One thing that we've noticed in preseason and
States, we've been tracking that for the last several years now, right? More positionless in terms of how the 3. Josh Giddey was 6'8", playing basically at the 1. Kevin Huerter is in along with Dalen Terry. Jones and Buzelis to the bench. There's Randle. He's switching around Edwards, and they're sticking with the same core. Giddey was looking for the foul. It's a late whistle, but it is a foul again. Much he spends with coaches, exactly the example that Casey was talking about. He's going to be one of the greats. That is very high praise.
They have to kick him out the gym.
Yep.
He's a gym rat, and they have to tell him to go home. He wants to be good.
McDaniels, nice fake, nice step through by Jaden McDaniels.
And the one thing I like about Bond as a rookie, he just has tremendous confidence in himself.
Yeah.
He never see him waver, you never see him go down on himself. He just has tremendous confidence in himself. He walks with a swagger to him, and he's a good kid too, really good kid.
Randle on the cross. Giddey was sticking with him. That's a nice move by Julius Randle to make it a 5-point. Vucevic with a little cut that time. His shot won't go, but he cut through and some of the main names. There's Dante DiVincenzo, redhead on redhead there as he beats Huerter to the basket with a nice. There's a nice challenge. Giddey is on Edwards. Now Phillips with the switch. Edwards timed that 3 up right when the switch was taking place. It feels like the good shooter.
So he knows the defense is getting ready to switch it and relax a little bit.
McDaniels, another ball. This is such a lengthy Minnesota team. Edwards misfires on the transition.
Edwards just has that old school mentality. The way he thinks. And you listen to him talk. I remember when he was on the Olympic team, they said, who's the best player on the Olympic team? He said, I am.
Yeah. And that's on a team with like the Durants and the Currys. He's like, no, give me the ball. That's the same comps as a young player. Edwards has that, and he's also got a pretty good resume already to back it up.
Exactly.
Jones looks for Vucevic, who corrals and scores. Good line for Jones. Bulls down 11. Huerter, catch, shoot, 3, go.
Good to see him out there too.
That's Stacy's guy too. He loves Yuki.
He's must-see TV. Like he plays with such a joy of the game. Plays big.
Against Mike Conley. To the line he goes.
Yeah. And their growth and development. See Zach Collins getting ready to check in right now. He's had a phenomenal.
It is Herter. No look. Phillips inside scores.
Good find by Kevin Herter that time, getting the ball up the floor. Good push by the Bulls.
The greatest events I've ever gotten to watch in person. A 15-inning winner-take-all playoff baseball game is a blast.
And that's the cool thing, because you never know if you'll ever see something like that. To be part of it.
Scramble off the miss from Fadi and Randall. It wouldn't fall. Here comes the former Illini, Terrence Shannon Jr. Throwing some contact and one.
And this is the key element for them with him.
Because he's going to play a bigger role this year. But they got Johnny Juzang. Rocco Zikarsky was actually a Bulls draft pick who got traded to Minnesota. They re-signed Joe Ingles, re-signed the excellent Naz Reid, and re-signed Randall. And they're continuing to build around Anthony Edwards. Herter's going.
And they got two young players in Shannon and Rob Dillingham, is backing up Mike Conley.
And both first-round picks last year. They had two of them. And both got chances to play a little bit, but didn't really have the roles that they're going to have this year. Randall into Collins. He gets that one to go and a chance at a three-point play.
Well, he's so tough to guard because he goes left.
They're rare to see.
They're a dime a dozen. Only a few of us out there.
Using the Collins screen. Collins on the roll. Kick out Terry. Three. No. And here comes Dillingham. And to maneuver around Phillips to find Shannon. Phillips switches on to Anthony Edwards. Using that Randall screen for a three. And a good box out by Herter.
Back in this game after a slow start.
Trailed by as many as 13. And they're doing it without hitting from three consistently. Let's see if Phillips can.
Giving a high sauce, Julian Phillips.
Hit a three from around the corner. Terry the steal and one.
And that's what I like about Dalen Terry. He says if he can focus on being that energized, Trey Jones and Modest kind of floated in there with him at the power forward position. And they came back and
goodness, Anthony Edwards.
He's explosive, man.
Here's Herter. He's been one of those guys who has started a bunch in his career, certainly in Atlanta. Collins the same. Collins the left would not go, and it's off. Better than league average during the stint with Chicago at the trade deadline. There is a three for Terrence Shannon.
I coached his dad in the CBA, Terrence Shannon Sr. And he was a very explosive player.
Rockford? Terry the drive, no. Shot clock's off. Edwards to Shannon, and Shannon sees the clock to slow it down.